hear the term isolation, my mind goes right back to an old Tom Hanks movie called Castaway. Maybe you've seen it. He spends a extended period of time alone on an island, and I mean alone for a long time. And it begins to take a toll on him, so much so that in the part of the movie, he decorates a volleyball and begins to have conversations with it, and he lovingly refers to his friend as Wilson, because we crave community. That's just the way we're wired. There's a reason that corrections have used solitary confinement as a means of punishment, because it is just that. It feels like punishment when we're pulled away from people and that connection. Maybe you're feeling some of that right now with just being with the people that you live with, and that's great. I'm glad that that's working out for you. But Zoom meetings and a couple of phone calls don't replicate your normal life. Psychologist Mark Whitman normally does studies dealing with people that are in solitary confinement, because there are a lot of people that are just saying that's just too harsh a punishment. And he says that people are feeling some of those same things that people in complete isolation are feeling. And he says, without novel experiences to differentiate one day or 1 week from the next, the shape of time can bend and stretch in disorienting ways. That's why some of us have to look at our phone to figure out what day of the week it is, or is it still Monday? We struggle with not just our scope of time, but starved for interaction. And I think as we look at Scripture, there's a lot of places where we read through the book of Psalms, and David especially is on a mountaintop and then in a valley, and he cries out to God and is honest with God. And in chapter 25, he says, "Turn to me," talking to God, "and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted. The troubles of my heart have multiplied. Free me from my anguish. Look upon my affliction and my distress, and take away all my sins. See how my enemies have increased, and how fiercely they hate me. Guard my life and rescue me. Let me not be put to shame, for I take refuge in you. May integrity and uprightness protect me, because my hope is in you." I want to encourage you with those words. Spend time in the book of Psalms, not just for every one of them are pick-me-ups, but you see that the writers of Scripture have felt kind of the way that you feel right now, and that there is an ebb and flow to life. But God hears us when we cry out to Him. Hold on to His Word, read it, believe it, pray through what you find in Scripture, claiming some of these same sentiments and accepting some of these promises that God responds to His people with. And I want to encourage you with a couple of other things as we are dealing with times while we're social distancing and we're looking forward to normal. I want to encourage you to get up. If you're working from home, get up and get dressed for work. Get out of your jammies, put on business clothes, because today's an important day and you're going to do important stuff. Stick to some kind of a routine. If you're supposed to be at work at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, try and be at your desk at that same time. Put in that same work hour. Take lunch when you normally take lunch. Have a work and rest schedule that mimics something that you're used to. Eat well, and that doesn't mean eat everything in the pantry, but make sure you're not eating junk. Take care of yourself during tough times. Get some exercise. It's amazing what a little bit of exercise will do to release those endorphins and make you feel a little bit better and a little more productive. And finally, try and take care of someone else. If you shift your focus from the things that you're struggling with, and you look around and try and find somebody that you can do something about their situation, you can be a blessing. I want to encourage you to go be that blessing for somebody else. Pick up some groceries for a young family. Do something, mow somebody's yard, just because you can. Get out and do something to take care of people. And that way, you're going to pull your focus off of yourself and your situation, and you're going to put yourself in a position to be the blessing that God's going to use to encourage somebody else. So hold on to Scripture, read it, believe it, pray it, and then do something about your situation. Get up, get ready, get fed, get exercised, and go serve somebody.